All right. Well, we're live, everybody. I'm Pixie, and thank you for joining us on the playground. It's our weekly Monday night Vampire the Masquerade session. We are at session 23. Insane. So tonight we're joined by Nox, our storyteller. We've got Skot that plays Idaho, Zack playing Vic, I play Alice, and our newest addition to the coterie, Miriam, who plays Nawal. And I just want to thank our newest followers that have started joining. We're up to 147, so maybe tonight we'll hit that 150 mark. Nice. That would be great. So I want to let you guys know that we do not have alerts tonight. We do not do alerts during live action sessions. It's just a bit of a distraction. So, but do know that we do watch the chat. We are active in chat, and we love to hear from you guys. So that makes it that much more fun. So we hand it over to Nox now. Well, sometimes we go on breaks. We'll yes, we do have breaks. So, all right, Nox, how's it going?
It is a night. It is the night. It is the 30th anniversary of Vampire the Masquerade. 30 years ago today, the very first edition of Vampire came out. So we are honoring that particular legacy, I think, in the best way that we can.
Yes.
So, with that said,
I'm gonna fix the map. Fix the map. I forgot to do that.
Welcome everyone to our Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition chronicle, Billy by Night. It has definitely been a interesting chronicle up to this point. Last we left off, the coterie got together, managing to break out of a SI facility, only to find that their home had been taken from them.
Those bastards.
They split up. 3 of them went and decided to go mug a laundromat for some clothes.
Terminator style.
The other 3 decided that they were gonna go mug a party for some blood. All of which culminated in an invitation to dinner with Ariel.
Yeah, there's a lot of background noise.
Yeah, I think Miriam, we're getting some background noise on you.
Hold on. Oh, there it goes.
Well, she muted herself.
Yeah. So, with that said, let's do a little bit of housekeeping.
Oh boy.
Before we get started, we'll
checks.
Do our round check.
Check.
I've already done the API reset, so I know it works. So you guys can just roll off of me.
Awesome.
Looks like Vic is starting tonight. I'm so hungry.
Yes.
I think I fed last week.
Everybody.
Fudge.
Come on, Nawal. Getting some hunger.
Wow, all the way down.
I'm so fucked.
You can just click the reroll button underneath one of the rerolls.
Yeah.
It'll just do the same roll.
Getting there?
No, are you there?
Okay, I'm here, but I have a child who doesn't want to use headphones, so.
Understandable.
Trying to take care of that. Okay.
To do a rouse check, just hit the reroll underneath of somebody else's hunger check.
Got it.
Nice.
Woohoo!
Everybody, this is the
Wow.
first time this has ever happened where everybody is starting off a little cranky.
Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
So, it is the 4th of July. When the sun goes down, the moon comes up, people are already shooting explosives into the sky. There's already giant cascading lights over the city of Philadelphia as everybody is seemingly shooting something from bottle rockets to professional explosives to some parts of the city just plain guns. The coterie comes to with a perhaps feeling a little peckish.
Little.
Michael has already left. He's left a note behind. He is going to go see someone about the issue with the club. So, we will get to our brand new coterie member in a moment. However, for the rest of you, Idaho, how do you start with your evening?
Hiding from Samantha.
Baby mama drama.
We're in the new apartments, right?
Correct.
And I guess just kind of get up and I don't know. This is a totally different situation for us. Wait for everybody else to get up.
All right. Vic, how are you starting your evening?
I'm actually wondering about where the new signage is on the club. Like, how is it located on the building?
So, new signage. One, they tore down the old sign that was out front, including the standing one that was out on the corner, and replaced it with their new gaudy, awful logo. They have literally repainted everything. The front of the club has been repainted. The new logo is up. Somebody spent money on this.
The new logo over the door, the front door.
Yep, they have even painted it on the front door.
No, I mean the signage above the front door on the club.
Oh no, the signage is.
How is it positioned?
So, like, as you walk up on the club, the logo is on the door. So, like, when doors are closed, you can see the logo, but it's actually up and on the side of the building, away from the door.
Okay.
It is a giant, gaudy thing. Like the previous logo for New Rain was a little understated. It was perhaps what one might have called tasteful in certain circumstances. This is
okay. My plan wouldn't work. I was wondering if the signage was like over the front door. I was just going to drop that whole thing on the front door and close off a whole, passage of escape whenever we. So I was going to spend my night trying to figure out how to, just make that whole thing, drop on, but.
We're going to take out all the pages too.
But that won't work. So no, I'm spending my night trying to figure out how exactly we're gonna get this club back and what our best course of action is. Probably plotting with Andrea and trying to put our heads together.
Alice, how are you starting your?
Can we give me a refresher of where I ended?
Well, you
Sorry.
ended up in Lane's apartment with Ruby.
Okay, that's right. I really have no idea what to do. Probably would just try to catch up with Ruby and Lane and just kind of figure out what has happened, how everything ended up with them.
Got it. Okay. There is scrabbling sound out in the lobby area. You can hear, it would sound like footsteps if it wasn't being muffled.
Mm-hmm.
Idaho,
Mm.
there is a knock on your apartment door. The door knocks. Kai about comes out of her skin.
What? Oh. I misheard you. I thought you said the door knocks high, as you were implying somebody tall knocking on the door.
No,
Poor old guy.
she's. Do we have to open it? We could just.
Yeah, we're not staying in here all night. Just hang back. I got you covered. Don't worry about it.
She looks at you and blinks with her 3 eyes, and she looks like some sort of Cthulhu deer in headlights.
Mm. I do have that effect. So I'll go up to the door and I'll just say, "Who is it?"
There's no response.
All right, Bloodhound. Can I smell through the door?
You can. This is a particularly familiar scent to you, known to a very young sewer rat.
Oh, all right. I'll open the door for Sunny.
Sunny.
She is huddled down. She is dressed in, her appropriate attire, all black everything.
Mm-hmm.
Hoodie pulled over. She looks at you and she says, "I'm supposed to deliver a message to you." And she actually, I'm supposed to deliver a message to Mr. Starwell, but I've already watched him leave. So I guess I will just deliver the message to you guys.
Would you like me to get everybody together, or you want to just tell me, or what?
She goes, either way. I can just do this with you, or if you want to go get your friends.
Well, if it was supposed to be for Michael, then it's a coterie thing. So let's just get everybody together. How about that? Shouldn't take long.
Fine.
She's thrilled.
Yeah. So I will basically just go and, "Hey everybody, it's time for breakfast. Sunny has a message for us."
Sunny side up.
Sunny side up.
Did Sunny bring breakfast?
Probably not.
Says everybody kind of piles out into the lobby. The ghouls, already awake, kind of being like, well, normally this would be when we'd be going to work, but, Sunny takes a laptop out of her bag. She fiddles with it for a second, folds it over. It's one of those nifty ones that will fold all the way back, act like a touchscreen. She holds it up, facing the group, and there is no one on screen but a silhouette. But the voice, cantankerous as ever, is unmistakably Mr. Wells.
Mr. Who?
Mr. Wells.
Is that Gigi?
To his friends.
I forgot that he was also called Mr. Wells.
Me too. I was like, what? Who?
anyway.
He clears his throat and says, "So, doesn't take much to figure out that you guys are probably trying to figure out how to get back home. I wish Michael was here to see this. Unfortunately, since he's decided to fuck off for the evening, I'm going to have to make with you, Minerva Wells. I have arranged for you to meet someone who will be able to assist you consider this the making of our deal. I told you guys that if you brought me information about what was going on, I would be willing to assist you. So,
Right.
Sunny has an address. She will escort you. Just you guys. He raises an eyebrow at everybody else. He goes, I don't know these other people. Like, fuck off.
Okay. Well, we appreciate the help.
He goes, have your boss get in touch with me whenever he can, at his convenience. The screen goes dark. Sunny rolls her eyes. She goes, you know, for being a sewer rat, I'm beginning to feel a lot like a gopher.
Hmm.
The address is the university libraries.
That's Big's favorite place.
He likes story time in the children's section. He likes the picture books.
Okay, so I'm gonna look at Sunny and say, what was that bullshit about just us? What kind of crap is that?
Sunny goes, the person I'm introducing you to. Old hand at this kind of thing, but she's kept her fangs by, you know, not getting found out. So we'll do some introductions and we'll take it from there.
Okay.
Andrea looks at you guys and says, well, I guess one of you is driving something, or maybe you're catching the bus.
I mean, I can drive, but I also think, you know, just because this guy told us only us doesn't necessarily mean it has to be only us. I mean, what the hell?
Andrea goes, well, at the very least, maybe I can drive you.
Yeah. Well, thanks.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
It'd be appreciated, even if you just stay in the car. Good getaway driver.
I mean, Gigi sure has a strange way of, you know, paying us for what we did to get him all that great information.
Yeah.
Andrea says, all right, well, I will return in a couple of minutes with something to drive us. Moira, at this point, steps out of the apartments and tosses you, Vic, a familiar set of keys and says, the charger is around the corner.
Nice.
Too bad I don't put it in.
Andrea, quickly backpedaling and walking in, snatches the keys from you, and she goes, I'll take that. So, before you guys head off into the wild blue yonder, is there anything you want to take care of?
I mean, wait, what's my hunger at? A 2?
2.
I'll let that lie.
What's mine at?
2.
I think we're all at a 2, aren't we?
Well, too,
Yep.
I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna let that go. That's not exciting enough. I'm just gonna let it stay at a 2.
Jesus.
Would it Has it been that long since I fed from my ghoul?
Well, no, you just fed from, so you guys have just replenished the blood on all of your available ghouls. So it has only been a few days. So if you really wanted to feed off of Lane, you could.
Yeah, if it's not gonna hurt her or anything. Yeah, I'll take a bite.
All right, so you're gonna feed off her. Bring your hunger down to 1. All right, so you guys hit the road.
Well, so Kai's not coming with us, right?
Nope,
No.
Kai is not coming with you. Neither is Ruby nor any of the other ghouls.
Well, I guess I'll say a little something to Kai just to try to. I don't know if she's kind of agitated by us leaving without her or not, but just like, you'll be safe here, and I'll look at the ghouls and say, she's with us now, right? She's going to be safe. You guys just chill and try not to get any attention from anything negative, and we'll be back.
Ruby beckons to Kai, and Kai follows her, and she and Kai head into Lane's apartment. Outside, standing at the apartments, the line for new rain
Ugh. Ugh.
is
Gross.
starting to grow.
Awesome.
You see a few regulars, people you used to know, but it by and large looks like a brand new type of crowd that doesn't tip.
Oh my god.
As Andrea drives by with you guys inside the car, she looks at the building, looks at you guys, and says, "You know what they say, can never go home."
Unless you stomp everyone's ass and take your home back. But you know, just an idea.
The drive to the university library is pretty easy. There are not a whole lot of people there. It's 4th of July. It is not exactly in friendly territory, but the university is large enough and runs all hours that it is not very difficult for enterprising kindred to sneak on campus, maybe get a snack, do a little bit of research, you know, engage in maybe a little bit of mischief, mayhem, and murder,
Mm-hmm.
and leave without attracting too much attention. Tonight, campus is actually bustling when you get there. There are fireworks shows, there are people who are getting ready for their next year after a year being off campus due to COVID. People are getting ready for the summer semester. Weaving through the crowd, Sunny takes the long way around and leads you to the library. She bypasses front desk. She heads to a section devoted to Middle Eastern studies, to North African studies, to Mediterranean studies. It is there that you see a woman. She appears sickly and gaunt, but when she turns as you approach, you realize that she is not sickly, nor is she particularly gaunt. She's just a nos.
Mm-hmm.
Sunny scurries up next to you, Noel, and says, "These are the ones. The ones that broken that I took down there. However you want to say it. These are the ones that Gigi wants to be taking care of, I guess.
Okay. So, we'll go ahead and Noel will go ahead and thank Sunny for bringing the coterie here.
Sunny nods. She goes,
Uh-oh, we lost Mike.
No way. This one hell of a nod.
Damn. They broke? Or they... Well, we might have to plug them in.
it is gonna be that night, isn't it?
Hey! Monday!
She says, well, you know, it's the least I can do, I guess. So, Sunny scoots back and kind of lets you guys to talk to one another. Let's switch my microphone. Can anybody hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I can't hear anybody now. So we're gonna
Oh
just
no.
Uh-oh. Technical difficulties.
It is. It's the worst.
It's gonna be running around like the end of Vanilla Sky. Tech support.
Right?
Input settings. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. I guess we're just gonna ditch this for now.
Shit happens.
All right. So, has anybody heard anything that I've been muttering the entire time that I've been talking?
Yeah, there was, for me at least, there was just one little second where you blipped.
Okay. Cool. So, Sunny steps back and leaves you guys to talk amongst yourselves for a moment.
Okay. I'd say, well, hey, I'm Idaho, and this is Vic and Al. What's going on? I mean, why are we here to meet you?
Okay, so I was told that you might need me for information and assistance. So I asked Sunny to bring you to me. What can I do for you?
What information do you know about our club since we've been gone?
I don't have a ton of information about your club right now. So, unfortunately, I might have some information about the people who are currently occupying it. But it depends on what kind of information you need.
Sunny kind of comes up next to you, Noel, and is kind of like, you should tell them about the basement.
The basement? Okay. Oh, crap. I don't remember what's going on in the basement.
Where they're keeping the big cheese, right?
Yes.
We already know about that.
Oh, yeah. You already knew about the cheese in the basement?
Well, we were told. So, I'm guessing then that... Did we get Noel's name?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sunny introduced.
Okay, yes.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna, I guess if they're not saying anything, I'll just say, yeah, we heard that Carmine was down there.
That would be accurate. Carmine is in the basement.
Does he have a stake in his heart?
That, I don't know. That might be something you need to find out.
That
But
was what
I
we
do
heard
know that.
last-
What?
Oh, I was saying that was what we heard last session too. Is he was in the basement. He was in torpor.
Well, I think that Ariel said that he was in the basement, but we just assumed that he was in torpor. I don't know that she actually said that.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause
Yeah, I don't remember.
He could just be locked in the cage and not be in torpor, which would be kind of stupid. But we just heard that he was in the basement.
At this point, Noel,
Hmm?
one of the university librarians, one of the librarians in training, as it were, comes up to you and attempts to be discreet and says, "You may want to leave. We have a situation."
What situation?
The librarian looks at you, Idaho, and then looks at you, Noel, as if they're looking for should they say something, should they not say something? Is this company that you are comfortable?
Okay, I'll ask about the situation, but be brief in case we have to hurry.
He kind of says, the guy with the badge, he's here looking for you again.
Wait, is he looking for me or is he looking for someone else?
The guy, librarian in training, looks over his shoulder and then looks at you and goes, "He said your name."
All right. Well, it looks like we'll need to pack up and take this conversation somewhere else.
Awesome.
The more the merrier.
Let's see if we all fit in the charger.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
We have an extremely subtle car outside waiting.
Sonny takes this opportunity to say, "This is above my pay grade. I'm out."
Okay.
All right, see you, Sonny. Thanks.
All right.
Thanks for everything.
She is down one of the giant alleys of books, turns a corner, and like she was never there. The library, as you guys are exiting, is louder than it normally is, which makes getting out, walking right out the front door, not a big problem. As you leave, you see the librarians talking to somebody at the front desk. He's well dressed, suit, gray, kind of a tweed suit, close cropped hair. Idaho, you catch a side profile of him. You know that face from somewhere.
He's an old client.
No, that wouldn't be it. If you want to know more, you can definitely roll for it, or you can basically say, "Say la vie" and walk.
I mean, hell, I'll roll. What about a bloodhound? Did I pick anything up?
Not picking anything up. It's not somebody you fed on.
But he's human.
He is human.
So what am I gonna roll? Just like to see if I can plumb the, my memory or something.
Yeah. So
Well,
this
that's gonna suck. Idaho's not the most intelligent person.
Oh boy, here we go.
Let's see. I have a -5 in intelligence. Okay, what does that mean?
I was gonna say. So we'll say that this is going to be
Wits.
wits and investigation.
Oh,
Actually, we'll say wits and awareness.
Okay. Oh, that's not bad. I'll do that. Yeah.
Ooh.
Nice.
You know that guy. You spent over a month watching this jackhole walk around outside of your cell.
What?
At the
He was a guard.
He was one of the guards?
Mm.
All right. As we're heading out, I'm going to kind of look at the wall and say, is that the guy that's looking for you?
Could be. I don't really want to talk to him though. So.
No, yeah. Yeah, I recognize that jackhole.
Where do you recognize him from?
He was one of the guards at the place we just spent for a freaking month. We killed his boss.
Well, that makes the situation a little bit more interesting.
We killed both his bosses.
We should definitely leave. He might be angry.
Yeah, let's go outside and wait for him to leave.
I was about to say, should we exact a little payback?
We don't need to, but it may not be a bad idea that if we have an opportunity to see where he goes, but we could at least go outside and get a little safer.
Stake out. Sounds fun.
Okay, so 4 of you are going to try to follow this guy, right?
Well, I think we were just going to go outside to get away from it, and I guess if he leaves, we might see if we want to follow him.
I can agree to that.
He is inside the library at the front desk and seems to be getting somewhat irate, doing that command authority voice that you
Karen?
Do you even know who I am?
Exactly.
Oh, a kin. He's a kin.
So while he's doing his thing, we got outside, right?
Right.
I'm going to kind of repeat the things in the wall, and this guy's been trying to talk to you?
Yeah, he really wants to come talk to me. He also sought information from me. I'm not exactly sure what information he wants from me, but he does keep bothering me. He insists that I can help him with something, a problem that he wants to solve.
Does he know what you are?
I would think so. I don't know. Just how he rounded us all up. I'm pretty sure that they have a way of knowing.
Yeah. He probably knows who I am at this point.
Okay, the reason I'm asking is because, this guy was a guard. Unless you already know this, we were locked away by the Inquisition.
I've been keeping some tabs on the Inquisition. They interest me for all the wrong reasons. I'm not excited about the work that they do.
Oh, yeah, neither are we. We let them know. Okay.
When we wreck their shit.
Yeah, they didn't let us out. We had to get out.
Yeah. It's possible he's demanding that I give him information on you all. Well?
If he wants to meet us, I'm happy to meet him in a dark alley. Anyway. With Vic.
Hey, don't leave me out.
We'll just hide behind Vic while Vic obfuscates.
It doesn't work that way, I don't think. If I obfuscate, they all. Everybody drop.
I was gonna say, did everybody else get the flicker off?
Yeah.
Look like it.
Gotta love Roll20.
I'll tell you,
Okay.
Zack obfuscated the connection. Don't do that again. Don't do that anymore.
So rude.
So, with the four of you standing out front of the library, fireworks going off, there are people milling around. The man you recognize as a former guard actually heads back into the library.
I say we just go. I don't know how long he's going to be in there. We just need to get her somewhere safe. We don't know how many more of them there are out here either.
Yeah,
Whatever works.
that seems reasonable to me.
So,
Back to the apartments, I guess.
I think that's our safest bet.
you could head back to the apartments to discuss your plans, or conversely, Noel, you could take them to your home.
I think my home would probably be safest at this point.
I'm down for an adventure. Adventure time!
I have an 8-year-old next to me, so
Peanut butter adventure. Yes.
she's very excited about my snack.
Excuse me.
We're all kind of hungry too.
I know.
Alright.
I'm about to go turn the oven on.
When Andrea pulls up, gets out of the car, and waves at the group. As everybody comes over, Andrea sees you, Noel, points and goes, "Who is this?" Now, Noel, Andrea is a late 20-something, dressed in what looks like biker leathers and motocross pants. Her hair is cut short. Think Ruby Rose from John Wick 2. Gone kind of shaggy. Andrea looks at the rest of the group, pointing at Wall, and goes, are we just adding people, or is this... She looks at you, Idaho. She goes, what's going on?
This is the wall. The wall is going to help us.
Gigi sent her to help us out.
Andrea goes, okay. All right. Okay, what are we doing?
Do we know that we're going to Nawal's place?
I'm guessing that's been discussed. So
Okay, yeah, we're going to.
I suggested that we go to my place since it would be safer.
All right, we're going to go to Nawal's place.
So
You let Andrea know how to get there.
Okay.
you give Andrea the address, and she drives. It is cramped with 5 people in a car that was
Not designed for Vic.
About 3.5. But it is not a long drive. When you pull up in front of this row house in the southwestern part of Philly. The street is eerily quiet. Where previously, on the drive over, it was easy to look into the sky, see fireworks, hear fireworks, see parties of people out on their decks celebrating the 4th of July. Here, it seems like a weird little pocket away from the world.
You can go check it out. Stop. Wolfen.
When you walk up, Alice, you feel a slight pinching behind the eyes. It feels like when you're about to have a vision, but there's nothing. It's just this pressure.
It's like a sneeze. It feels like it's coming.
Is there anything odd that I would sense, or should I use like sense the unseen?
You could certainly do that.
Okay. And what would be the roll for that, sir?
All right. So for you, sense the unseen.
1 white and 6 red.
It's going to be wits and aspects. So you're looking at 6 and 1.
Damn.
6 white, 1 red. Here we go.
Oh.
When you reach out with those senses, the house itself has, it's like a weird 3D effect. You see the house, but there's another house that's on top of it. The pressure behind your eyes continues to build. When you look a little more closely, you can hear what sounds like voices. They're not clear to you. It sounds like voices in another room. Idaho and Vic, obviously you can't see all of this.
Right.
It is most certainly perhaps even a little obvious that Nawal's home is not what it seems.
Yeah, guys, there's definitely something off about this place. There's like, I don't know, I sense these voices, but they're not like the normal, is that normal? Voices in my head. This is, I don't know, it's garbled. I can't make out anything, but something's just really off about this place.
So, are we out of the car?
Yes.
Okay. Nawal, what's going on?
Sorry, my house is haunted. I should have told you guys that ahead of time.
As long as it's haunted and it's not like a bunch of guys waiting to jump us, then who cares?
No, it's just haunted.
Anything particular about these hauntings we should know about?
Or Al should know about?
Any poltergeists?
It's not poltergeists. It's just they're just ghosts who don't want to leave. I've tried everything, and honestly, now we're just friends. So I didn't know what else to do.
Isn't that the definition of a poltergeist?
Better to make friends than enemies out of these kinds of things.
They're not poltergeists. They do not get mad and throw things around the house. They're just grumpy. So.
All right, I can deal with grumpy.
I bet that was a deal on the real estate market.
Oh, it's a huge deal. It's like the opposite of New Orleans.
If that's what it takes nowadays.
Yeah, I mean, look, in New Orleans it costs extra to buy a haunted house. Here you get a huge discount. So.
Mm-hmm.
So we should go to New Orleans then, is what I'm hearing. Alrighty. Interesting.
Come on.
So with Bloodhound and all that, there's nothing else out of the ordinary?
No.
Come on.
In fact,
Don't scratch. Come on.
it is a distinct lack of smell. Even though you are standing next to 3 kindred and you know well, and one that you've met just now, your senses feel dulled.
So it's not that I'm failing to pick something up, it's that the senses feel dulled?
Yes, you're not. It's like trying to smell when, for lack of a better term, when you've got a cold.
Okay, so is there something going on here in the wall that like suppresses senses or something? Because I don't know about you, Vic, but I mean, I'm feeling like I can't even pick up my normal amount of sense.
Have I ever felt that before, or is this like a new sensation?
This is definitely it would be a new sensation.
Okay. Yeah, something's definitely weird about this place.
Right. I have protection set up around my home. So this should keep us very safe for now.
Good to know. Very good to know.
We need some of this at the apartments.
Exactly.
Cool.
Yeah, at the club.
When we take that shit back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It's helpful when you're a nos living alone.
I bet.
So, you guys walk through the front door. Noel. Introduce us to your haunted house. What is it like when you walk through the front door?
It looks like a standard cozy row house. Like if you went to your auntie's house or a grandmother's house, there's going to be comfortable places to sit, and there's at least one room with a TV, just because Nawal likes knowing what's going on in current events. But it's not going to be a very technologically advanced home, at least when you're looking at it as a guest. So it's all the standards. If you went to your auntie's house and she had, a refrigerator with food in it, not that Nawal eats it, but just in case she has somebody over.
I was hoping there were people in the fridge. Okay.
No.
Not food for us. Okay, I got you.
No. Being at the library, occasionally she'll have people come over and deliver things to her, so she likes to keep snacks on hand just in case. I mean, people get hungry, so she wants to be nice. Just because it's been a while since she last ate human food doesn't mean nobody else eats it, so.
So, Noel, there is a message on your voicemail. When you check it, is the voice of a much older gentleman. This is Harold from down at Parks. The guest that you were looking to see is down here in case you want to come by later, ma'am.
Wait, run that by me again. I couldn't hear.
The voicemail says, "This is Harold, ma'am. The guest that you wanted to see is now here down at Parks. Whenever you want to drop by."
Okay.
Alice.
Mm-hmm.
The pressure behind your eyes subsides a little bit, lessening just a little bit.
Does that have anything to do with the protections on the house?
No, you think it has to do with the whispers. Now that you're here, you can hear them better.
Okay. What are they saying?
There is it sounds like multiple voices speaking at once. And it says, "We see you. We know."
You know what, bitch?
The whispers don't respond.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Ugh. Allergies. Jesus.
On your desk in the front, there is a package that has been delivered for you by courier. How someone got into your house is questionable.
I don't know. I heard all about the Unabomber. I don't want to. I don't want to open it. Who is the package from?
The package is not addressed from anyone. It simply has your name and address on the front. It is a brown, kind of hard paper wrapped around with a bit of twine that actually wraps around everything to like a bow.
Oh, okay. So is it a box that's wrapped up, or
No,
something?
it's like an envelope. It's kind of flat. It's probably about say 16 inches, maybe legal size.
Okay. So is this an envelope that would have like paperwork or something in it, like a thick envelope, or is this like, I don't know.
It doesn't feel like a bubble wrap. It feels like it's like an actual envelope.
Oh, okay. Okay. So it doesn't have any other identifying marks. It's just got the brown paper wrapping wrapped in a bit of twine and Namal's name and address on it.
Correct.
Okay.
Does it smell like anything?
Have you ever smelled what brown paper smells like?
No, I never have. Green paper and some purple. That's brown.
Okay. Would I have been expecting a package? I don't know. I'm kind of suspicious, but I'm gonna open it anyway.
The inside is legal documents. It is auction documents. It is receipts. It is
Hmm.
Remember, the club was auctioned.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
it is a list of potential buyers. There is a sticky note on top of it that says "In information you were looking for. Line break. You owe me. Line break. GG."
Ooh. The plot thickens.
It is documentation that shows that Michael is still the owner of the apartments next door, but that the deed for the club has been procured by a Victoria Elizabeth Addington.
Have we heard that name before?
You probably would not know the name yourself.
So Michael knows.
Michael would most certainly know.
Motherfucker.
Well, it doesn't sound like a toilet door name.
So, in addition to that, Noel, there is a map. The map starts under the library of the university and pings out to several different places. There's a notch under Fairmont Park. There is a notch at the edge of the river. There is one far, far outside of Philadelphia.
Okay.
There is also a note on this one from Gigi. And it simply says possible entry points.
Hmm.
Do you share any of this information with the group?
I probably going to want to study the map more before I share it, but
Okay.
I think we should talk about the other documents, since that's going to be relevant to what the group was asking me about.
So, you know exactly who Victoria Elizabeth Addington is. She is the Toreador Primogen.
She's been to our club. And wasn't she at Sabine's?
Not while we were there.
I could have
Now you're asking
sworn.
to go way back.
I could have swore she was at Sabine's when we were there and we were doing the blood flights. I could have sworn she was there. Anyway, whatever.
You are right. You are correct. Way back in session 6.
I have a phonographic memory.
So many easy ways to go in on that one.
Yeah, I'm easy.
Is anyone arguing with that?
So we've seen her, but
Samantha.
That was a good one. So basically, we walked in, saw the place. The wall goes over to her desk and is messing with this parcel, and we're just all kind of standing around.
Well, I was about to ask. So now you've got some additional information. So what are you going to do with this information?
Was it shared with us?
Yes, I shared the auction documentation, but the map I'm looking at further before I share it.
So I guess unless Vic or Al chime in, I'm going to say, do you guys know this name? Who this person is that supposedly owns the club now?
You read it off to me, I'll let you know.
It's it's Edward Cullen.
Insta-death. I will take that little bitch down any day. Bring it on, shiny boy. Let's go.
It's Victoria Diamond Roses the third, or whatever her name was.
Victoria Elizabeth Addington.
Yes.
Did I get it? Oh, damn.
You're also phonographic, buddy. Awesome. Welcome to the club. So definitely I would not know the name. I would recognize her if I saw her, but I do not know this name.
No.
Okay, gotcha.
Now, if you saw her, you might have recognized her, as she would have been certainly there on the night of your embrace at Elysium.
Yeah, and she showed up at our club once. I could have swore. I still wouldn't necessarily know who she is. I just would recognize her.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm probably remembering wrong as well.
So, with this new information, what are you all going to do?
I don't know that the new information necessarily changes our immediate next step. I think our immediate next step is still pretty much storming the club and taking it over physically. I think the step after that is going to be legally, taking control of the club back. I don't know.
Well, I mean, yeah.
I'm more concerned about kicking everyone out first. And getting that God Ugly sign down.
Oh, God, I know.
All right, so Vic and Al don't know that name either.
No.
Okay. Like, all right.
And honestly, if we don't know the name and therefore the context without Michael, then this information, I'm guessing, is kind of pretty useless to us right now.
It's not completely useless. I mean, like I said, it'll come in handy in the future, but like I said.
Right. So
I'm not thinking that far ahead right now.
I'm okay. Nawal, do you know who this person is?
I do know who she is.
Boom.
But
You just gonna lay down? You just gonna lay down on the chair?
I think we would need... Yeah, I think I agree with the group that we might need Michael to give us some back context, because his information is also going to be relevant to this.
So who is this person?
So I recognize her as a Toreador, right?
Correct. She is on the Primogen Council for Philadelphia. She is the highest member of the clan in Philadelphia for Toreador in the Ivory Tower. She basically holds the same position that Bianca does for the Malkavians.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to be sharing that information with the group. I mean, I think it's important and it's relevant.
Yeah.
But
Hmm.
I still think we would need Michael at some point to give us some bit of backstory on why it's relevant that she's taking the club.
Yeah, especially since they're supposed to have each other's back. Roses first.
Right.
Hmm.
Okay.
You're making it hard to type, you know. You know, Lily.
So do we have some kind? This is an out of game thing. Do we have some kind of connection to get smartphones back and all that kind of stuff to get ourselves reconnected?
I would say that you guys probably now have, for the time being, like burner phones. Like Moira got you guys all a bunch of cricket phones.
Yeah.
And we all got our new clothes and all that, so we're all back in like the basics.
Yeah.
I'm still wearing Romano's sweats.
The basics, but yeah, the basics.
Okay, all right. So it's kind of hard to say without Martha being here, you know, because I would assume that our next step is going to be to try to infiltrate the club, but it's kind of different. Oh, I've got something. Nawal, do you know a Nosferatu named Roy?
You would know him by reputation, if not by actually knowing him.
Is he the one that we met in the alleyway out behind
He's the one.
club?
He's the one that broke my arm.
Kind of a
Where you going?
gun for hire.
Where you going?
Not particularly well regarded in most circles amongst the Nos.
So he was always spying on the club, inside and out. He was always there spying on the club. I mean, I'm still new to all this, so I don't know how tight all of the Nosferatu are. But I mean, I'm wondering if he's still out there and he's still been keeping an eye on the place.
Chances are he probably still knows what's going on inside.
He
was pretty familiar with the going-ons of what was going on in our club when we were there.
You would know, Noel, that he has probably more Camarilla leanings than many other Nos in the city. So he might even be inside.
Don't.
Yeah.
You bad girl.
Right.
That explains why he was there collecting all that information. He was getting it all ready to turn us all over.
Vic, you got to kill him.
Probably gonna have to.
Or I'll assist you to rip his head off. We got that down.
When have I ever needed assistance doing that?
The last time you did it. Thank you.
I didn't need assistance. I finished the job. It just took a couple tries.
I provided the negative torque. Okay. I did a distracting dance. Remember? Anyway.
I loosened it up for you.
So what's our next move, guys?
I want the club back.
Right.
I want to start plotting and planning how we're gonna get in there.
Well, out of game, I mean, the wall still hasn't showed us that map, right?
Now, the map does not have anything to do with out of game
Our club.
with the club.
Oh,
Okay.
I missed. Oh, I thought it was showing like secret ways. Okay, never mind.
What, baby?
It looked
Okay.
like an underground. Well, I say looked like, she didn't share it, so I didn't see
All
it.
right.
Never mind.
Yeah. So it's just. Let's see my notes. So it's just a map that starts under the library and pings out into these different places. And then the note says possible entry points, but it's not really. I don't think it's really relevant to the club right now.
Okay, so one of those places that this underground network leads to is not New Rain.
No.
Okay, I got you.
Hmm.
Got you. Okie dokie.
Idaho. You receive a text from a number you are pretty sure is Andrea's on her new Cricket phone. And she says, "Why don't we just go to the club?"
No, I'm down with that.
I'm interested to see how Romano responds to me anyway, so this will be fun.
Fuck it.
Thank you.
What better day to walk up and confront a bunch of assholes than when you're absolutely manic?
So
Let's go.
So to out of game refresh the memory, when we did return to New Rain after that night of beheadings, Michael went up to the front and confronted Ravioli Jr. and was told that he wasn't welcome inside. But none of us were privy to that conversation, right?
Now, you would have known, Michael would have passed that information on.
Okay.
Yeah, I would
So we
figure.
know that we're obviously on the list of people to not admit to the club.
Well, no. You would have been told that Michael was not admitted.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I'm willing to give it a try.
Mm-hmm.
I need you with me, Idaho.
Right on.
Because if Romano is dominated and he freaks out, I'm gonna need you to quell the beast.
Mm-hmm.
No problemo.
So,
We're gonna go like on a little fact-finding mission.
Might as well. See if there's any of my clothes still in there.
Let us in. Give us our shit back.
all
I'm
right.
really disappointed. Idaho's really disappointed that he lost his clothes. He's gonna have to go back to Goodwill again.
Right.
Sad.
Always,
Hey, don't knock Goodwill, man.
always go.
No,
Michael
that's what-
to the laundromat.
That's what Idaho wears. He wears hobo chic. Love it.
All right. So, as the coterie is on their way back to New Rain to
Ugh, it just grates on my soul every time you say it.
I think we should keep it.
in an attempt to
I will
do a
kick your
little
ass.
information. This seems like an appropriate point to take a quick bio break.
Oh yeah, it crept up on us. It totally crept up on us. All right, guys. So it's right around 7. That's usually when we take a quick bio break, hit up the bathroom, grab a snack, get something to drink. You know the drill. We'll be back in a few. Please stay with us. Okay. See you in a minute.
I am apparently linked. I just went to the Prime Gaming site and I'm already signed in.
There you go. So yeah, every month you've got a free subscription waiting to use on any channel you like. We're back live, guys. We're just kind of shooting the shit until Miriam gets back with us. We were actually discussing Prime Gaming, which is a way that you can link your Amazon Prime account to Twitch. And not only do you get free games and free codes, you also get one free subscription to use on any channel you like. And I would be honored if you ever used it on me. But yeah, it's definitely something to look into if you've never heard of it. Yeah, just a fun kind of bonus to being on Twitch.
To having a Prime account.
And having a Prime account. I mean, it's free. You don't have to do anything except link it up. Pop my neck.
Just in case.
Are you guys getting audio from me?
8-bit cleric.
Yep.
My
in the
little
chat,
blue
he
bar
asked-
is not working.
We hear you just fine.
Okay. And I see in my OBS that I'm getting audio, so okay,
Yeah,
just weird.
Well, so like it's flickering, like for me at the bottom of your thing, like it shows that it's there. But yeah, when you were talking there for a minute, it wasn't there.
Yeah.
In 8-bit cleric in the chat, we did confirm during the break that we are using the V5 Vampire
Yeah.
the Masquerade.
You were correct.
So that is what we're using. You just don't get to see a lot of it on Al's screen because it's so small.
Yeah.
But on our screens, when we open our character sheets and everything, we get like full character sheets.
See, first sub. And
Go, Scott.
yeah, and then again it rolls over. So on the channel you'll see up there in the right hand corner above the chat that you're the first subscribed. You should see your name up there.
It says Scott Avatar is the best person ever and will be in forevermore is what it says on the screen. Is it supposed to say that? I'm not sure what's going on here.
Take him! Take him!
his inflated ego is taken over.
Yeah, it says throw a stake at his chest.
And yeah, and that'll last for the month, and then you'll usually get a reminder whenever you log on. It'll say you have 3 days left or 2 days left or whatever, and then the next month you get that free one and you can use it again anywhere you want.
Cool.
Now I have mental image of somebody like lobbing a porterhouse at you.
Yes, happens all the time. All the time happens to me.
Share the wealth. I wish.
I'm like, hey, I don't eat red meat.
Porterhouse.
Stop doing that. Stop it.
Eat that red meat.
All right, we ready to come back in?
I
Do it.
think we're good if Miriam's good. Awesome.
So, welcome back to our special 30th anniversary birthday edition of Vampire the Masquerade, 5th edition, and our Chronicle Philly by Night. When we left off, the coterie had visited Noel's haunted row house to obtain some information about who might be in possession of the deed for New Rain. After discussing other options, they have decided to go with perhaps the most brash course and go right to the front door.
So out of character for us.
Uh,
Well, at least
you're
for me.
talking to the psycho girl.
I mean, I'm usually pretty subtle.
Oh,
And the guy who just barges into pretty much anything.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I gotta play to my my clan.
So, Andrea's driving you guys.
mm-hmm.
On the way, is there any sort of prep that you want to do? Is there anybody that you want to get in touch with? Is there anybody that you want to warn? Is there...
I think I'm going to use my shady burner phone to call Lane and or Ruby. I'm assuming they're still together. And just update them on the plan, and just making sure that I have my brass knuckles and my handgun on me.
You do indeed. You actually scratch that. You do not have your brass knuckles or handgun, as you have not yet been able to re-procure them post SI.
Well,
We don't
then
need that.
maybe we could stop and procure them.
They might be in the club somewhere.
Yeah. Let's just go by Tripp's pawn shop and see what we can buy.
No shit. I'm not joking. He asked what we wanted to do.
If you want to go procure weapons, that is certainly something that you can take the time to do.
Okay.
So here is the question for you. What exactly is everyone looking for if you are going to be investing in one?
My pistol and some brass knuckles.
Okay, so something small. Vic, what are you looking for?
Because I think I've got melee.
Or
I just want my stubby back. I want my little sawed off, my little
Oh.
stubby. I could easily hide that. And it did a lot of damage.
Yeah, but how easy is something like that going to be able to come by on the quick?
No, it's not. That's why I'm saying. I don't think I'm going to be able to get what I want. But that's okay. I still got my fists.
So are we going in there guns blazing, or are we just going to like do some recon?
That's why I'm not getting a big gun.
You
I
know,
don't.
recon, but we want to have an insurance policy.
She was just thinking something she'd have in her handbag, her gun,
Yeah, gotcha.
brass knuckles, stuff like that. But
yeah, well, I'm not going to look for anything. I didn't have anything before. It's if I have a gun, I'm liable to shoot myself as much as anybody else with my awesome Zero and firearms.
I'm not opposed to procuring firearms. I'm not going to use them for going in the club tonight. That would be for the hostile takeover when we actually go in guns blazing.
Right.
Okay, so it looks like it's just you, Al.
Mm-hmm.
So there's two different ways that you can do this. You can spend the time to go attempt to find like a gun shop that's going to be open at this time of night and make a purchase there. Or you can do it the old-fashioned way and try to find somebody shady on the street and take their gun off of them.
Does Andrea have any connections? Or would she be using the shady way on the street and just taking it off of him?
She's probably going to mug somebody.
Yeah, I figured.
Question being...
I just didn't know if she had any, connects or,
Let's lure some armed muggers into an alleyway and make them regret their choices.
Well, I mean, you guys could use a snack.
I'm not hungry yet. I'm not at 5.
Yeah, I'm waiting. If anything goes down tonight, I might need that hunger.
Yeah, that's cool. However you want to go about it, I'm willing to help.
I say we at least look for a place, a 24-hour pawn shop bullshit on the way to the club.
Google Map that shit.
The club, I'm sure, is going to have enough clientele hanging around in the alleys, some shady fuckers, if that becomes what we have to do.
All right.
Okay, so let's make this a search. So for you, this is going to be wits and awareness. So you're rolling 5 and 1.
Okay.
Does anybody want to help her look for?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I mean, we're helping. I don't mind helping.
Then add 1 to the roll. So 6 and 1.
6 and 1. Thank you, boys.
You can actually re-roll. Oh, there you go. Oh, you can spend a willpower. Re-roll 3. It's up to you.
So you did not find anything. You can't
Mm-mm.
burn a willpower to re-roll up to 3 dice if you think this is that important to you.
Nah.
So
Fuck me.
you, as you're driving back into town,
You're forgetting it's also 4th of July. Gun shops being open on 4th of July would be kind of crazy right now.
Let's just buy a whole bunch of fireworks and light them off on the dance floor.
Fireworks, yeah, totally legal. We could probably hit up a few stands and get some big boom cannons.
I would absolutely love to see what's going to happen with fire for a whole bunch of kindred.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying we pick them up now. Yeah, that'd be great. Let's pick up a few fireworks on the way. We're not using them tonight, but I'm just saying. Have them on hand for tomorrow whenever we go in.
So, you attempt to find
Are you thinking you're gonna need help sweeping?
pawn shop. Ames place looks a little shady. You even stop by one, walk inside. They don't have anything you're looking for. The closest that you found was dude had like a replica flintlock pistol
From like the Civil War.
I mean,
not even brass knuckles. He doesn't even have like some brass knuckles, something.
No, he's like, we just don't carry that kind of stuff. We can't sell it.
All right, whatever. Take off.
So
Clearly, this game is not taking place in Texas.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
So you guys, Andrea drives up, parks around the corner by the apartments,
Good evening.
and says, how are you guys going to do this? You're just going to walk up and just try to act like your patrons?
No, we'll definitely get spotted at the front door. Romano's going to be there. So first step, I think, is going to be to see how he reacts to seeing me.
Let's go.
Any way we can get to the roof?
I mean, Andrea's like, we could get on top of the apartment buildings and I can throw you onto the roof if you really want to go that way.
Do it.
Doesn't sound like a good idea.
Not inconspicuous.
I don't feel like getting yeeted. Oh,
Not my favorite method of entry.
Mm-mm.
Well, we can always split up, or me and Vic can go to the front door first and just see what happens.
Call me in for backup.
But I think Vic was just worried about if Romano's been dominated, and I can help
Yeah.
just to stop that, or to if Vic wants to reclaim him, or however that works.
Go for it.
So wait a minute. This means Romano's hasn't been going back to the apartments at night?
No.
Mm-hmm.
They probably put him back in a room downstairs.
It would be really cool if we could get him back on our side and leave him in his position at the door. So why don't we go and see if we can talk to him?
Go for it.
He could be our way in.
Yeah, he could be our inside guy.
So, who is heading to the front door? Is everybody going? Vic's going. Idaho, you're going.
Yeah, fuck it.
Alice, you're going. Noel, are you also?
If nothing else, for just sheer entertainment.
No.
We'll hide behind the wall. Come on, you got to go, Noel.
I'll go, but I don't know if I want to be first in line.
Nah. Me and Vic are gonna
we hanging
go.
back.
Nah.
So,
You can hang with me, Nuss.
the line is slow moving.
No. I'm going to act like a celebrity, and Vic is my bodyguard. We're going right up to the front.
Are you gonna lie?
Wait a minute. It's 4th of July. Like, how busy is the club really at that? I'm just saying.
It's not busy.
I mean, the
It's
only
not-
person out is Romano outside.
No, Romano is not on the door.
Oh shit! Who is?
You have never seen this person before in your life.
That's correct.
Oh shit.
That's
Hmm.
what do we want to
This'll be
stand in?
fun.
Do we want to stand in this damn line, or do we just want to try to get in?
Think the guy knows us?
I'll walk up to the guy at the front door and say, "Hey, is Romano working tonight?"
The dude, he's a big man by normal standards, wearing a pair of black slacks and a white shirt that has kind of a ruffle on the front
Pirate
With
shirts.
with a black bow tie.
What?
What kind of hipster shit is this?
That's a total clash.
Hipster vampires. I don't know.
Let's meet him.
I know, he's just ruining it for everybody.
He looks at you, and you can tell that he wants to be like, "Who the fuck are you?" And he goes, he's worked it inside, security inside, I think. He's like, "Can I help you? What do you want?"
Am I up
He's
there with
looking-
Vic? Sorry.
I thought you said you were.
Yeah, I thought you said you were.
Well, I mean, we kind of changed our plan, but yeah, I would go up there with Vic. All right, cool. Let's go.
All right, we'll go in and see him. That's cool. That's what I said.
He goes, "Oh, okay. Get in line."
So, what's the cover charge tonight?
He goes, "Oh, I mean, we don't do cover charge."
Oh, cool. All right. So, can I try to
Awesome.
make like a little persuasion roll to see if we can get in ahead of the line?
Sure. You can absolutely do that.
Can I use my
Good
charisma
thinking.
and my persuasion?
You could indeed.
My two highest stats?
You can use.
Well done, sir. Well
Yep,
done.
charisma. You can use charisma and persuasion. You
Sweet.
could, even if you wanted to, use awe.
Well, I thought about that, but I was a little worried about how many people are around us. Is it just him?
I mean, no, there's an entire line of people there, but what do you
Well,
care?
I was going to act like I was a celebrity,
That awe is how you do that.
Mhm.
but that's going to get a lot of attention. Do we want that kind of attention?
I mean,
It's your call.
Oh,
I mean,
if it's my call, then I'm doing it.
you're weighing it out very well, but if nothing else, you would create a great diversion for the rest of us sneaking in past you.
All right, then how about this? Let me back a little bit. When the guy says back of the line, I'll go, "Oh, you don't recognize me. You really don't want me to be at the back of the line." And then I'm gonna boom, turn on my awe.
you're gonna share it. Okay, so
And if this shit works, I'm sneaking
even
my
a
ass
roll?
in the door.
no, because he is an unsuspecting mortal. So this
Yeah,
is
just everybody. I'm gonna look back at Al and throw her one of my subtle winks, like, "Get ready to run in."
I got you, bitch. I got you.
so, okay. So, what are you? Okay, let's start from this. What are you attempting to accomplish here? Are you just attempting to manipulate him into letting you in?
Yeah, just kind of like awe him into, "Oh my God, this guy's a celebrity. I have to let him in."
Okay.
If that's a better way to do it than just rolling my charisma and persuasion.
So, because if you're using your awe, then you add your presence roll to any skill using persuasion or performance. So it's still a roll, but now instead of it being 4 and
3.
3, it's 4 plus 3 plus 2.
Oh,
So-
all right.
So not so
Sure,
7. So your roll is 7 and 2.
Hmm.
Is Vic helping me? He's my bodyguard. He's part of the shenanigans, right? He's helping me sell the story.
Now this is all you.
Oh, you know how much I hate that. Okay, let's see. I can't
Best
even.
chill failure. Come on, best chill failure.
Oh yeah, that would be so cool. I just like to eat the guy to convince him I'm a celebrity.
Middle of an entire line of people.
Okay, how many is it? 9?
7 and 2.
7 and dose. Whoop.
Oh yeah, no,
Nice.
this dude, you hit him with your awe, and his jaw drops, and he's like, "Oh, I am so sorry. I didn't recognize you from
That
the
movie I wasn't in.
He goes, "Yeah, no, totally. Come on in. Yeah, absolutely.
And I've got my crew here with me too, and I'll try to get Al and Nawal if Nawal wants to come on in,
So
and Andrea.
the guy, Andrea's not with you. She did
Okay,
not
she
come.
hung
She's in the
back.
car.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Just us then. Whoever wants to come in from our group, come on.
So the 4 of you are waved in. The dude is like staring after you.
He can't even focus on the other people in line now.
Yeah,
He's
he's like just staring at. Yeah, he is like he like the other people in line. Like for a split second, they try to protest, and then they see you, and they're also like, "Oh my God, it's him! It's him!"
Hmm.
It's River Phoenix.
Oh God.
So as you walk through, do you turn it off when you get inside the club?
Yes.
Yes. Turn that shit off, man.
I'm saving it for Carmelo.
Mm.
So when you walk inside, you turn that off. It is something. They have replaced all of the countertop on the bar with, it looks like cheap marble with a glass plate on top of it with the logo stamped in between.
Jesus.
They have acid etched onto your mirrors behind the bar, the logo for the bar.
Oh my God.
All of
If I could vomit, I think I would right now.
all of the cups that everybody has the logo for the club on the side. This is like a PR nightmare. Like, you cannot look anywhere in this club without seeing this god awful logo. It is literally, they have put it onto the floor. It's behind the stage, like it looks like some teenager decided to just graffiti their name everywhere over and over again in the worst possible stencil. It's just god awful.
And yet somehow he's pulling in a crowd.
The only thing that's worse than that are the people that are there.
Oh no.
Of course. Shit club, shit crowd.
It is hipster beards and IPA.
Why are you pushing on Mom? Why are you pushing on me?
Guys who are wearing, catchy shirts with stupid logos on top of them that are pop culture parodies. Like, any sort of upscale refinement that might have been brought to the club at one point, that's long since gone.
Someone will die for this. Someone will burn.
The sad thing is someone
on the
put
roof.
money into this.
On the roof.
Someone put money to make it look
good.
bad.
The more they spent, the better.
Yeah, this is like
fuck
cultural
their
strip.
pocketbooks.
Nice. Cool.
No,
So
someone's going on the roof for this.
Or it was the money they stole from our safe before we all got taken. So,
do we recognize anybody?
You see a few regulars. The people who are working at the club, you've never seen these people before.
Yeah.
And they are all people?
As far as you have seen thus far, they're either regular humans or ghouls. You don't recognize any of them.
Yeah. Okay. No, we haven't seen Romano yet.
No.
Yes, baby.
I have a feeling he's in the basement.
Well, let's see if we
He
can
said
find
he's
out.
working internal security. I have a feeling he's in the basement.
Let's go. Well, what about, I mean, are there other visible, obvious people that are also supposed to be security that are in there anywhere?
Now there are a lot of people who are working there. They are all extremely obvious with their shiny black shoes and their ruffled shirts and their bow ties.
Bow ties.
Fucking uniforms, man.
But we can't, but nobody like has like a black t-shirt that says like security or anything like that.
No, nothing like that.
Okay.
No, I say we're in. I say we scope it out. Start looking at entrances. Start looking at how
So
well
are we gonna
everything is.
kind of split up or stick together or what?
I think you should take the dance floor, man.
I'm
go
down.
dance and see what you can find.
I'm out on the dance floor. Before you could finish that suggestion, I'm out on the dance floor.
I'm gonna head.
Only you're dancing to some really shitty music. So
Doesn't matter. I make it sound good. I make it sound good, man. Got like an 18 in dance skill. Okay.
He's the bard. Anyway.
You say you can make it sound good, but that dubstep remix of Taylor Swift is.
We don't say that name. We don't say that name on my channel.
Is this my playlist?
We don't say that name on my channel.
This is my playlist they've got going on here. I'm loving this. You kidding me?
I'm gonna head over to the bar. You said there were some regulars. Any of mine?
You do, in fact, see those SEPTA workers.
Booyah. Yeah, I'm gonna saunter my way over and see if they remember me, see if I can chat them up. Maybe they've got some info if they've been hanging around since the transition.
Okay, so let's go down the line to see who is doing what. Idaho, are you actually heading for the dance floor?
I mean, I guess I could go there and dance, and as I'm dancing, kind of look around to see if I can notice anything going on. I don't know how effective.
Or
that
any
would be.
regulars that could.
Yeah. So I'll go out on the floor so I can sort of dance and kind of see what's going on and see if I can notice any regulars or anything that, with the way the employees behave. So I'm mainly doing it just so I seem like I'm kind of, are there other people out there on the dance floor?
Oh, there are a couple.
I was kind of thinking I could do it to
Only
sort
a
of not
couple.
be as noticed. If I walk out there with only a couple of people, it's going to be noticeable. So no,
The dance floor is definitely not packed.
all right. I'm just going to kind of wander around and see what I see as far as possible regulars, security, our doorways blocked by people, stuff like that, trying to get a lay of what's going on.
Okay. Vic, what are you doing?
I'm kind of doing the same thing. I'm probably finding a good place, a good vantage point to sit and look at like back doors and stuff, and stairs, and just kind of see what kind of traffic is coming in and out.
Okay, so I'm guessing. So I guess I should go back and ask. Idaho, Vic, you guys are sticking to the first floor.
For now, unless are the other floors open to the public?
That's what I want to find out. I want to see how far I can get before I run into a locked door or a guy that says, "Oh, sir, you're not allowed to go in there."
Okay, so going back, Idaho, are you trying to go up or are you trying to go down?
Well, I'd like to see if I can get to the basement.
Okay.
Unless somebody else wants to take that. Vic, are you going to try that?
I can try that.
How about actually? You know what? Little conversation between us before we go our separate ways, and I'll say, Vic, if we think Romano's in the basement and you're worried about, well, the beast, then maybe we should both go see if we can get into the basement.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys are gonna try to head downstairs. Al, you headed to the bar. Okay. Noel,
Yeah.
where are you headed?
I'll probably stick with Alice just to see if I can listen in on conversations. I might pick up some information.
Okay.
Mhm. These guys are usually good for it.
Okay. So we're gonna head to the bar first. The SEPTA workers, when they see you, Alice, like their faces light up like, hey, holy shit, where have you been? And then they kind of hunker down a little bit, like they're kind of embarrassed that they were like being that celebratory out loud. They see you, Noel, and one of them kind of gets kind of a look on his face like, but doesn't say anything. The other guy doesn't even, he's just like kind of huddles up next to you, Alice, and is like, hey, what happened?
Well, that's kind of what I'd like to know. It's kind of a long story. I was away for a little bit, and this is what I've come back to. And I was kind of hoping maybe you guys could clue me in. I know you guys, used to love coming to see me a lot, so maybe you can help me out.
The other dude's like, I fucking knew it. I knew they were telling us bullshit.
Lay it on me.
So, and he gets all kind of conspiratorial, leaning in towards the pair of you and says, they said that you were embezzling money from somebody.
They
Like
give
the
you a
new guy-
name?
Yeah, the new guy who claims that now he's running everything, and he says this is his place, Carmen or Cammy or
Carmelo?
whatever. Dude's a prick.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
But yeah, he's been saying that that you and the guy who everybody thought owned the place, that y'all were in debt to him, and that you were embezzling money from him, and that he had you sent to jail.
No, not at all. Controlling rage, guys. Forgive me. So not on my friends.
No.
Well, now that I've got the story, I mean, can you tell me about the place? What's kind of been going on? How they've obviously fucked it up?
He's like, yeah, no shit. Like, on top of the fact that they put this god awful logo, like some monkey dragging his dick around. Have you actually tried to order a drink?
Not yet. I saw you guys and had to make a beeline.
They both hold up drinks. Guy says, Jack and Coke. He got a gin and tonic. He's like, this is fucking well shit. They charged us like $9 a drink.
Jesus fucking no, God. And they said we were embezzling. Yet they need to charge out the ass for a shit drink.
What do they charge for the good shit?
One of the SEPTA guys kind of does a head nod towards you and all, and goes, you don't look familiar. Are you friends with Al? Like, I don't think I've ever seen you behind the bar here.
Well, this would be my friend, Noel. No, they're pretty new to the scene.
I'm new to the area. Mostly I've just been hanging out. I do some research with the university, but I'm new to the area, and so I met Alice, and she's showing me around, taking me to her favorite places.
The first guy's kind of like, cool. Turns to you, Alice, goes, have you shown the pictures?
I have not actually had the opportunity. I
Lost my
not
old phone.
exactly sure where my phone is at this moment. It had a lot to do with why I was away. But I actually was going to ask if you'd seen any new ones, any new art installations pop up.
I have. See, hey, when you get your phone back,
Mhm.
let me know. I'll just send everything that I've already sent so you can show it off.
I'd appreciate that. I've got this burner for now. Can I get your number until I can replace my phone?
At that, his face like lights up, and you can tell that he's thinking something completely different. He's like, "Oh yeah, absolutely."
I really appreciate
Snack
it.
for later.
Thank you.
Snack for later.
Mm-hmm.
So, Idaho.
Oh.
Idaho, Vic. When you try to make like you're going towards the back, like you're going towards outside or downstairs, there is now where it was just an open door. Now it is actually like there is an actual door there with like a key card.
Okay.
And that's for both doors, like, or that was a door, new
So-
door between where we were going.
Right. So
Okay.
previously, when the door in the back, it was just an open door, and then you would go through that. If you took a left and went downstairs, it would take you into the basement and all the havens. And there were doors down there on all the havens. So even if somebody went down there, nobody could get into anything. Most that it could get down to is the furnace.
Okay.
Now and then, obviously, and then out the back door to the exit, out to the back. Now there's a door between, so that back area has been sectioned off.
That's gonna be tough.
We could
Well-
play. I've got two options I'm thinking of. We can either go take a vantage point and see who comes in and out, or I can obfuscate next to the door, so the next time that someone comes in and out, I can pop in and hold it open.
Yeah, I was thinking, let's just.
But
It depends on how subtle we want to be tonight. We could also try to
Yeah.
find out who has a key card.
yeah, that's right. That was like the first option. Vantage point, see who has a key card that might come in handy later.
Yeah, why don't we try that?
Okay, so you two are going to basically kind of take up positions near the door and kind of try to see who.
Or even across, like sit down at a booth or in anything that has like a vantage point to the door where we can like just sit and chill and just kind of, if there is such a place.
You know what? Before we do that, just for shits and giggles, I'm going to try to open the door.
Okay, so are you trying to force it? Or are you just
No. I'm just, maybe they left it unlocked. Maybe there's an alarm on it and some security guy will run over and say, "What are you doing?" I'm just going to push on it, try to open it. If nothing happens, we'll go take
You're
up
looking
our.
for a bathroom.
Yeah, exactly.
So when you push on it, it doesn't have any sort of give, but nobody comes running either.
Okay. So we'll just go on to let's perch up nearby and watch the door.
Okay, So you guys are going to go basically take up positions and wait for somebody to come open the door.
Yeah.
Okay. Alice, Noel, what are you guys going to do now that you've managed to talk with some SEPTA workers?
I would invite Nawal to talk to my dear friends here in case she has any questions about these underground murals showing up. Maybe, I mean, she's obviously interested in information.
So, Noel,
Mm-hmm.
guy opens his phone and he's paging through and he's got images after images after images from murals that have been put up in the subway
Mm-hmm.
underneath of Philadelphia. To these guys, they just look like kind of maybe some freaky art, or some artist took the opportunity to go down into the subway where no one could bother them and try their hand at a much bigger canvas. For you, you're seeing these, and it is image after image after image of someone in the most blatant form possible, writing out or drawing out kindred histories and kindred stories from the histories. Giant,
Which is a
Huge
images,
breach.
huge masquerade breach.
Giant images depicting the Dark Father walking across the desert. Images of the city of Enoch burning. It is, to say the least, one of the most massive masquerade breaches that you've seen maybe ever.
Mm-hmm.
To these SEPTA workers, they're just convinced that like Banksy is going down into Philadelphia subways and posting brand new artwork. Like, they have no idea what they're showing.
And the other thing about the artwork is the locations too. Like they are in some like really hard to reach areas or hard to get to. Like normal human would really have to struggle to get up there to paint.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So obviously I'm going to keep a poker face, but I'm going to ask them if they've ever seen anybody down there actually painting any, or if they've just seen them after they're painted.
The SEPTA workers are like, no, we've never actually seen anybody. Like sometimes we've gone there and it's been close. Like we found lights still on and stuff like that. It seems like anytime that we ever come down there, whoever it is takes off. So we just assumed it was taggers, but they're really talented taggers.
Yeah. No, this obviously looks like very beautiful artwork. Somebody worked very hard on it. It's not your common tagging, but it's a shame we haven't seen anybody who's actually done it.
The SEPTA guys were like, it's kind of a good thing we haven't found them. If we found them, we'd probably have to turn them over to Transit Authority.
Yeah. It'd be a shame.
Yeah.
Now, Noel, you've been doing this kind of thing long enough that you know when you feel somebody's eyes on you.
Mm-hmm.
And you definitely feel like you're being watched.
Right. So sensing that I'm being watched. I don't want to obviously look around, but I might just kind of casually glance around to see if I can see anybody.
You see a pair of eyes. You cannot see who they're attached to, but they appear to be crouched down and looking down from the office. The only thing you can really tell about them is that it is not somebody who is standing. It is somebody who is decidedly in a crouched position.
He's probably shaking behind the door.
It's Roy.
Oh, I'm thinking it's Carmelo. He's up there shaking his boots behind the door because he's like, oh my god.
Nah.
He's got too much ego for that.
He doesn't. He probably doesn't even know who Nawal is. He'd be looking it out.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
My money's on Roy.
He owns all the headings.
So, what do you want to do?
Okay. Well, let's see.
They also expect you to sell them insurance this week.
So, I think I might let Al know. Somebody seems to be taking an interest in us. We might want to move somewhere else. Oh no! I just realized I needed to talk to you about something very important over here.
Yeah. So I thank my friends and take my leave of absence. Do you wish at this point to move toward this entity in order to investigate, or you want a GTFO?
I don't know. We might want to... I don't know, should we let Idaho and Vic know that I'm feeling eyeballs on me? We might want to chat about it.
If we can find them.
Yeah.
Well, it's not difficult to find Vic.
Well, true. Yeah, because he didn't get through the door. That's right. So he's still around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to make a big crowd, though. Because putting us all together in a big group might bring some attention to us that we don't want. So...
Do you want me to go get him? Do you want to go get him?
Yeah, I think I'll go look for them.
If you're gonna go get Vic, wait? Vic and Idaho split up, or they're still together?
They were still together.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay then. Yeah, if that's what you feel comfortable with.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna just step away and look for Idaho and Vic.
It doesn't take you long to find Idaho. He is
BRB
stationed not entirely inconspicuously, flashing his River Phoenix good looks near the door.
Okay.
Vic is not terribly far away.
Okay.
Sorry if you texted. No.
All right. I'm gonna let Idaho and Vic know. So, Al and I were at the bar chatting with some of the regulars, and it seemed like somebody was staring at me, and I noticed that they were kind of crouching down and staring at me from the office. I couldn't tell who it was, though. We might be... somebody might be watching us, so we might be under some surveillance.
Crouching down from the office?
Yeah, they were crouching down and staring at me.
Okay, so from where I am, can I look over toward the office?
So, from where you are actually kind of at an angle underneath of the office.
Okay.
So, you would not be able to see up into the office anymore.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then I'm going to go ahead and voice it and say, well, I bet you it's Roy. I bet you it's the NOS that hangs out in here spying on the place. I mean, that I've really got nothing to go on but my gut, but that's kind of what I'm thinking.
Have we tried? We haven't tried going upstairs yet.
No,
Like,
I've not tried going upstairs yet.
Well, do we want to try going up there? All of us go up there? Some of us go up there? Or...
Well, I mean, she did bring up the point of not being in a group, so unless we're going to contradict that.
Yeah, I don't see the need for all of us to go up there. I mean, I can hang down and continue watching the door.
I was gonna say someone probably needs to keep watching the door just so we know who has a key card.
I don't mind doing that. I'll do it.
Okay, I'll go upstairs.
So, who else? Is anybody going up with Vic?
What?
Or I guess the better question here is, well, are you going up since Al is not there to participate in this conversation?
Who is doing them?
Hmm?
Yeah, I think I'll go up with Vic.
Okay. So, as the two of you head upstairs, the upstairs area has been changed from what it used to be, where there was an upstairs dancing area and there was all of that. Now it's mostly booths and what looks like offices. There's wood paneling on the walls. Offices.
You take the first two. I'll take the second two.
There are pictures of people who you don't recognize. Most of them look a little pale-faced, a little dead in the pallor. But you do recognize Vic Carmelo in several of the pictures.
Of course.
The main office, what used to be Michael's office, is door closed. All of the blinds are closed on the outside. But it still has that overlooking vantage point, which likely means that whoever was looking down at Noel is inside. So what do the two of you want to do?
Interesting.
Down.
Anybody stop us if we start going to the office? If we start walking over there, do we see any movement? Do we see anything?
No, nobody is around there. There's not even up here. There's not even anybody in their poofy white shirts.
Okay.
Any other offices with lights on or anything, or
Nothing. In fact, none of the office areas upstairs have lights on. There's only a couple people who are in the booths, and they are very involved in whatever it is that they're doing with one another.
I guess I'll try and walk into the office and just see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
So
Watch out for booty traps.
when you put your hand on the doorknob, Vic, you can't even turn the doorknob without it burning. Like your hand feels like somebody shoved red hot coals into it.
Does anyone have a heavier work kit to spare?
Some kind of protection spell or what? What the hell?
It doesn't. You don't feel it like just touching the door itself, but the doorknob.
The doorknob.
It is
Thank you.
painful, and not just a little painful. It is burning, screaming, aching pain in the palm of your hand.
Anything like what the priest was doing?
No, but this is, it's funny you should mention that because you actually do take a point of superficial damage from touching the doorknob.
Damn.
When you look at your hand, like the skin on your hand is just red and angry.
But you said the door was okay. You said the door was okay.
Yeah, I'm just not trying to break anything down right now. I'm trying to, be non-forceful. If I have to make rolls, I might bring this building down tonight.
Wouldn't be the first time.
So Vic grabs the foundation of the building and flips it.
Yeah.
I guess if there's nothing else to see up here, I at least know what's changed. I'll come down to where Idaho and the rest of the group, Idaho and Al are. And I guess we'll see how long we can sit here and stare at this door before somebody comes down and does anything.
Yeah.
So, a young woman, she's probably late teens, early 20s, in her black pants, white shirt, and bow tie. After
Blech.
about 45 minutes of waiting, she is dragging behind her a garbage can full of trash. Bottles full of Keystone Light and
The good stuff.
Yeah.
she swipes her card and she is struggling to get the door open.
Oh, go for it, go for it, go for it. Come on, Ida, go offer her help.
I'll go.
Okay.
I'll go help.
Oh,
I'll go.
you gonna do it?
Yeah. I'll go and put on my most charmingest smile to help her out. River's here to help, baby.
Okay, so question, are you using awe or are you just being charming?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go up and just see what happens. Just like, oh, hey, let me help you. I see you.
Okay,
Let
so
me-
you're just gonna walk up and be like, oh hey, let me help you, and just like try to hold the door open.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
She
then
doesn't even-
pickpocket.
She's just
Sorry.
like, oh, thank you. And as you hold the door open, she's able to kind of pull it past, and she doesn't even look back at you. She just keeps continuing walking like she's heading out to the dumpster.
Awesome. I look back at the crew and I'm like,
Go,
or to
go,
Vic
go.
at least.
It's go time.
I'll go.
Okay, so who is going to take advantage of the open door and head downstairs?
Fuck it, I'm down.
Okay, so Alice is charging the door. Vic, are you also charging the door?
Yes.
Yeah, we need Vic for. I guess we're all going down unless Noval stays upstairs.
Nah,
You
I
also
don't
go.
want to get stared at.
Okay.
Awesome.
Kind of comes with the NOS territory.
So downstairs is a dump.
Mm.
The doors on all the havens, most of them have been pulled off. Some of them have been kicked in. most of your stuff is gone in each of the individual havens. The rooms have been cleared out. In some cases, if there was carpet, the carpet's been pulled up, still leaving the tacks along the wall, side of the wall. This doesn't even appear to be so much of an act of like attempting to clear it out to make space for new stuff, so much as just straight up desecration. Like whoever was trying to do this was literally just trying to throw your shit away.
And none of our stuff is left lying around. Not anything. No trash. Like they would consider trash or anything.
There's some like in your Haven area. There's like a painting that's like the glass is broken on it, but it's still had been left by the door. Vic, near your Haven, there's still some empty shells and some reloading tools that are still in there, but nothing else is really in there. Idaho, even as sparse as your little area was, like there's nothing in there.
I didn't even know I had an area so awesome.
We gave you storage.
I just lived in the van. I'm good. All right.
We gave you the middle drawer, dude.
Awesome. So I guess let's head for where we think there would be a prisoner.
Cells.
Yeah.
Like cells were.
Mm-hmm.
So, when you head down the hall and you get to where the cells are, the door is not just locked, it is boarded over.
Where the hell is Romano?
They have like sealed the entire door in about the shittiest way possible. The doorknob has been removed, so there's just the hole, but even that's been like boarded over. It is like they basically tried to just wall this room off and pretend it didn't exist.
But they just nailed wood across the door. Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
Well,
All right, Vic.
Pull that shit down. That ain't nothing. Make him roll for it.
No, if it's just like wood nailed to a door, I don't think I should have a problem with that. That should come off
Nah.
real easy.
No, but the question here is, if you decide
I just don't know if I want to do that right now. Yeah.
I was gonna say, if you do this,
Nice.
There's no turning back at this point.
this is pretty obviously going to be somebody has broken in.
Well, so basically, this is not where Romano is, which is kind of I thought was
no.
What if you just pull the board
is
off?
Bloodhound helping at all?
What was
does
that?
Bloodhound help? Does Bloodhound help track Romano down at all?
You do not smell Romano. You smell something else, though.
But like, what about? All right, yeah. Sorry, Al. Go ahead.
What if we just remove the board that's covering the hole where the doorknob was? Then we might get a visual as to whatever the fuck is back there.
Okay, that sounds like a good idea.
I'll remove it in such a way that I can maybe put it back.
Yeah, your fists are hammers, man. You're good. You're good.
Okay, that's a roll. So what you are attempting to do is you are attempting to basically pry that one board off in such a way that after you look, you can basically try to push it back on. Correct? Is that what the goal is?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
That's the goal.
And even if you can't replace the part about replacing it, the door is still sealed. Like removing one's going to make that much of a difference.
I'm trying to make it unnoticeable.
Okay.
Here.
I mean, I get the purpose. I'm just saying it shouldn't matter.
You know? If it's just one, I don't think it's a huge deal either. But whatever, we'll see.
Okay.
Let's find out.
So this is going to be your dex and your craft as you are attempting to basically keep the structural like the holes and everything in place, and the nails straight, so you can basically pulling it out and trying to push it back in.
Is there any way that we could help him?
He doesn't need anything.
Mm.
Oh, nice.
So you grab on to the board basically by the sides, kind of using the flat.
Oh no.
And
Oh.
you compress down a little bit, and just it is almost impressive to watch your biceps work almost like like hydraulics, and you just pull straight.
Good job.
Nice.
Well done.
The board comes out smoothly and cleanly, and as soon as you get a whiff of the smell coming out from the door, you really wish you hadn't.
Oh boy.
It smells like a carcass. It smells like rot. It smells like dirt. It smells like chemicals. Like it is
Ew.
awful. It is the kind of smells that you know that if you were a human being, you might just retch right there.
Well, let's take a peek
What's the
inside.
visual? What's the
Yeah,
visual?
what do we see through the door hole?
It is jet black. There is not a whole lot that you can see.
Burner phones have any lights?
Can't vampires see in the dark?
No, funny enough, that is actually a skill.
I don't remember seeing that.
That is actually.
Do I? What do I have?
I would
Because
have
I
picked something
always
like that.
forget.
Because I ended up dumping some of my points and stuff I didn't feel like I really needed. Anyway,
Let's see.
consider for the future.
What do I have?
So nothing inside and no noise or nothing moving around in there.
No, you do not hear anything moving around.
What the hell?
If you can talk, now's your chance to say something.
Yeah. Knock on the door. Hello? Seriously. Hello? Is anybody in here?
Oh, I only have unseen passage.
From the top of the stairs,
Uh-oh. Put the board back in.
you hear
I mean, we're kind of not hidden either. You know, that's the least of our worries right now.
hey, what are you doing? And the girl in her poofy white shirt comes downstairs and says, hey, you're not supposed to be down here.
Yeah, this is obviously not where the bathrooms are.
Yeah, we were just all kind of looking for, a dark place to hang out. If you can recommend a spot.
But she
I
doesn't
heard
react
there
to
was
the-
some booths somewhere.
She looks at you with the look on her face, Alice, like she thinks you may be the stupidest person she's met all day.
Distraction is distraction. I don't give a fuck what she thinks about me.
But does she react to the smell?
No, she's still standing at the
Oh,
end
she
of
didn't.
the hall.
She didn't come down.
No, she's standing at the end of the hall. She has not come down towards the door.
Okay.
Okay, well, we'll start heading back up, I guess.
Maybe we should make her come down to us.
She waits until you are all walking by and follows you back up. She definitely gives you a look, Idaho, that if looks could kill, you'd not only be dead, but your corpse would be
Really?
disintegrating.
What about if I turn awe on the bitch?
I mean, you think you could do that.
I mean, it's just us.
Well, no, now you are back and out in front of the door again. She has escorted you out of the basement.
I'll just look right at her. She's looking at me. I'm like, oh, is something wrong?
She goes, do you normally intrude in places where you're not wanted?
Yeah. All the time.
Yeah, he's pretty bad about that.
It comes with the territory.
She's like, yeah, you look like the type.
Now, what does it take to like try to pull a pickpocket on somebody?
Larceny.
Because didn't I do that once before? I think I stole somebody's phone.
So if you are trying to pickpocket somebody, that's going to be Dex and larceny.
So maybe I should try to lift her card.
Okay, now this would be just warning you ahead of time. You have now already roused her suspicion by getting caught downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be...
Okay, well then I'll hold off. I mean, I'm just going to assume that we can figure out another way in some other time.
The content is pretty good too.
So the crowds are starting to dissipate. People are starting to leave.
A little better than last. Yeah.
Things are starting to wind down.
Is there any scent of Romano in the place?
Not that you can smell.
Jeez. Okay.
So, what are you guys gonna do?
I guess we'll leave with the crowd. We got some good information.
As you guys leave, you can now all feel yourself being stared at.
207 trinket for anyone?
So we've already been told that. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna look up in the office. Is it the same place?
You can see now the office glass now is frosted where it wasn't before. Previously, it had been kind of like a mirror finish, but it would still, you could still see up into it. Now this, it's like completely frosted from top to bottom. But you can see what looks like somebody kneeling and staring down at you.
Can I just do Sense the Unseen?
You could do Sense the Unseen.
Yeah, what's the roll for that?
Okay.
Agnes.
Do you need me to give you the dice you need?
Yes, please.
Okay. So for Sense the Unseen, it is going to be your wits and aspects. So you're looking at 4 and 3, so 6 and 1.
Okay.
Okay, so you see a bunch of different things.
Should have started with this.
This is the
Well, at
first
the time we were trying to get to the. At the time, we were trying to get some information from the workers. So.
You see Roy. Roy is sitting on stage, and he is definitely seeing you.
Oh, so he's not up in the office.
Yeah, that's probably Carmelo's.
Yeah.
He's hiding. He's hiding up there.
He would have come down and got it done all in our face. And is that him?
Not after what he did.
He totally fronted off to Michael. You didn't seem worried at all. Sorry. Anyway, go ahead.
You also see that there are, on some of the walls, there are some kind of weird it looks almost like paint splatter, but it is glyphs that kind of glow when you look at them. You don't know what they mean, but they definitely look like wards.
Just Nawal. Oh, and Nawal doesn't see this. Sorry, never mind.
The other thing that you notice is there are faint, weird traces in the air. To your senses, they look like wafts of nothingness. Like almost like little tears in the air with nothing but darkness floating.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna just basically explain everything you just said to these guys.
Now I think we go back and formulate a game plan. The
Now-
next time we come in here, we will be busting things down.
Noel, with your previous experiences, you could attempt to identify both of those, both what the wards are and what those little black hanging bubbles might be. But those are not things that would immediately jump out to you. They would have to be basically you would have to roll if you wanted to see if you could figure them out.
Okay. What is my role for figuring those out?
Okay.
Give me a
so
second.
for figuring out the wards, you would be looking at your intelligence and your occult.
Crazy, did you just get a Klingon phone?
Okay.
If you're looking for the little black bubbles, you would be looking at your intelligence and
It's Klingon.
we will say investigation.
Okay. I think I'm good on both those.
Okay. So, do you know how to roll?
Yeah, I have it in a sticky note on my desktop.
Woot.
Okay.
Oh, I like the.
What are my dice
information roll
that I'm
on.
rolling?
Okay. So, you're going to be rolling for wit. So, for the first one, for the wards,
Hey guys, we're having like technical difficulties. People can't see us.
weird.
So, I'm gonna try to reconnect myself and see if it's on my end.
Okay.
So,
Hold on. So you're looking at 4 and 2 because you have two hunger. So 4 white,
Okay.
2 red.
yeah, John, if you can give us feedback again, that'd be great. We appreciate it totally.
Good lord!
Wow.
Wow.
What a hell of a roll!
All right. So hitting it right out of the bat on that first one for the wards. You have identified these with basically just off the description that Alice has given you,
Oh, another head skip quest.
being anti-kindred wards that are targeted against a specific kindred.
Mm.
What?
Probably Michael.
Okay.
Now you aren't able to know what kindred, but you definitely know that this was designed from what you've seen, what you've read, what you've experienced with Tremere in your past. That this is something that is basically it's personalized. It's not like kind of like a blanket. This is against all kindred. This is against a specific someone. Now,
Okay.
if you want to roll for the other one, that is going to be 4, 7, so 5 and 2. You have some ideas. There's a couple different options that it could be, but nothing that is
Okay.
nearly as successful. Now, if you wanted to, you could burn a willpower to re-roll 3 of your die, of your white die.
Yeah. I really want to know what that is.
Okay, so then we'll say you burned a willpower and re-roll 3 white. All right.
So
You
on Sunday in Scrubs, we accidentally started this on midnight,
What is that?
and these two guys up front
What
do
is-
a 7K DPS bleed.
That's
That's
It was Miriam.
someone over there
Oh.
with.
Okay,
Miriam.
okay.
you theorize that what you are seeing left behind are oblivion fragments. That someone has used fragments, or someone has used kindred disciplines of oblivion here and has left behind basically scraps of it. The primary known kindred who use oblivion disciplines, though not the only way, but the primary users are Hakata and Lysandra.
Ooh.
Well, I mean, we're thinking the guy in the basement is a Hekata, so.
So you leave the club. You're standing outside. What are you guys doing?
How late is it?
It's late. You've got maybe an hour, 2 hours before the sun comes up.
I mean, I'll go. We're still on our home turf, right?
Right.
So I guess it's time to eat and then call it a night.
So you want to hunt. So that's going to be 6 die.
I should be good still, correct?
I believe you are. Yeah.
I think you're the only one that fed tonight so far.
I'm just gonna go back to the apartment.
Okay, so you're just heading back to the apartment.
Yeah, hang out with Ruby.
Ooh!
What did you
Okay.
do?
Did I bite
I
somebody's
didn't.
head off? I want to bite someone's head off.
Idaho got a messy crit.
Ooh.
Wait, so did I?
No,
No,
you didn't.
you're the beast.
No, I rolled a 0 too. I just, because of the 1, it canceled out. Technically,
I don't know.
think I don't know.
You just want it. You just want a messy crit so bad you can't stand it.
A 0 in my success, and then a 0 is a hunger. So I guess that's what triggers it. I don't know.
So you smell Idaho. You are crawling along the street, and you smell something that smells amazing.
Crystal meth.
It smells. It smells heady and
Ecstasy.
lusty, and yes, you can definitely smell drugs and you turn the corner and you don't even think. You just lunge.
Oh, shit.
His blood gushes out over your mouth and over your lips, and it is fantastic. It is heady and intoxicating. And it is only after you've taken 3 giant gulping mouthfuls and the beast starts to come down that you hear the screaming
Uh-oh.
of the woman who is right next to him.
All right.
Oh, fuck.
Well, I guess it's time to
Vic,
feed on her.
Vic, get in there. Vic,
I guess that's
get in
where
there.
I come in, huh?
She is panicking. She is freaking out. She is screaming and doing that thing where she looks like she's being like a bird, and she's like her hands, and you are like, this is not like you even tried to be gentle or succulent about this. Like, you are covered in blood.
Well, did Vic follow me, or am I on my own right now?
So, Vic, would you have followed him once he basically put his nose down, or would you have gone, because you were also hunting?
Yeah.
So,
I don't see why we wouldn't hunt together, like we were doing yesterday, last session. When we were, I mean, if we're both hungry, we're both going for food, we might as well both, you know.
okay, so then what happens is Idaho, you grab this guy, pin him, and there's blood everywhere. Vic, you come in down the alley.
Oh,
you start
Lord
hearing-
Jesus. Baby
when you
Jesus.
start hearing screaming. And you see this kind of frumpy homeless woman, and she is losing her shit.
Can't blame her.
I go grab her and I start feeding.
Huh.
I figure as soon as I sink my teeth into her neck, she should calm down.
Okay, so you
At least stop screaming. Yeah.
So this isn't even a roll because she's mortal and you're just short of a cult. So you basically just grab her, pick her up, and pop the top like she's a bottle of Shiner.
Oh, Lord.
Like she's a bottle of MD 2020.
Mad dog.
I was thinking Go-Gurt, but you know.
So you drink,
Oh.
but
Old Kool-Aid bottles.
Yeah. Knock her out. Knock her out.
so this will lower both of your hungers to 1. However, this does not in any way, shape, or form mitigate the fact that now she's seen. Like, she's like.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, we either need to get Al to do her magic, or we'll just kill her.
I think Al went to bed. We're kind of here in the alleyway by ourselves.
I was going to say, Al headed back to the apartment. Al is.
Well, I mean, nothing is stopping us from taking this person to the apartment. We got to do something. I don't care one way or the other.
No. You're not bringing food back. She's
How
not
close
How are we
takeout.
to the,
She's
You're not
not
here to
how close
takeout.
are we to the club?
We're right there.
Okay,
We're
so,
still like,
so you guys are effectively, so if we're using the apartments as kind of home base,
mhm.
there's the apartments, there's the club next door, and you guys have basically gone down the block from there.
Okay. Because if we can, eye for an eye, I say we leave it on their back door and just fucking, you know.
Oh, I love that idea.
Yes.
All right.
They tried doing it with us, man. We
They'll
at
be
the
like,
club.
oh, where'd this come from?
So, all right. So I'm gonna look at Vic since it's just me and Vic, and I'm
Fucker.
gonna go, oh wow, kind of wipe my mouth up and go, I guess I got a little out of control there. And Vic, I guess Vic kind of voices his idea of leaving them on their back porch, right? And then I'll say, all right, so are we doing both of these in and just leaving them on the back porch?
That's what they did to us.
That's all I need. So I guess I'm going to return to the guy I ripped open and drain him dry.
Okay, so you're going to feed all the way down.
I'm going to kill him.
Yeah. Vic, are you doing the same?
You better.
Doesn't that have consequences? Doesn't that like take her memories and like all the other stuff? I don't
No,
know if I want any of that.
she's
That's
not
just
a
vampire.
She's not
She's
a kindred, so
She's mortal.
Okay. Okay. Then yeah, I'll drink her dry.
We're just going to drop the corpses on the back porch of
so-
New Rain.
I'm not even gonna lick the wounds.
Be all dancing away.
Yeah.
So for the very first time, well, for you, Idaho, it hasn't been that long.
It's like my 12th time to kill somebody, so I'm used to it now. That's
For
only
you,
the second for me.
I mean, third, if you want to get
Is it-
technical.
No, I wasn't counting like the head ripping or any of that stuff.
Oh, then fourth. As you drain both of them, this is an amazing feeling. That thirst is gone. The beast, not even a whisper in the back of your head. You feel full. You feel like yourselves. Life is good.
You have
Nom
to do
nom
this
nom
more
nom
often.
nom 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 nom.
I'm kind of getting a taste for this, so to speak.
But
So the next, so you guys are now going to basically take the bodies as discreetly as possible and then go stuff them in the dumpster behind the club.
Not even the dumpster, just
We're
like
just
right
gonna-
outside the back door.
We're going to set them out the back door.
Like Masquerade breach style, like they did with us.
Okay. So this is going to be
Another
a
roll?
Yeah, this is definitely going to be a roll.
What, for like stealth or something?
Yeah.
Ah.
So it is. So both of you are going to have to roll for your own individual bodies.
Can I obfuscate and like, weekend at Bernie's mine?
You can handle both of them like that. That'd be awesome.
Okay. So Idaho,
Hmm.
for you, this is going to.
That means
be-
no, Zach.
We will say that this is going to be your dex and your stealth. So 4 white.
Oh, it's not subterfuge?
Ouch.
I guess no, because you're not attempting to trick someone. You're just attempting to not get caught yourself.
All right, gotcha. So 4. You good?
Yeah, that's not. So you basically drag this poor asshole down and out the alleyway, and it is late enough that you were able to catch a break between people walking around, make it look to somebody that oh, I'm just helping my drunk friend home, and are able to get them there.
Nice.
Vic, it is the same roll for you. It is going to be your dex and your stealth. Yeah.
Ooh.
Not a problem for you either.
Nice.
You get the bodies, you set them out back behind the door, make it look like your perfect crime scene, then heading on home.
Head back.
Thanks.
So,
Happy 4th.
What about Nawal?
Nawal has something special that she has to do. So, Nawal, are you going to make a trip to go feed before you head home, or are you going to leave your hunger at 2 and head back to your row house?
You're muted.
Yeah.
There you go.
I gotta farm for my food. I have what? About 2 hours before sunup?
Yeah, you've got about two and a half hours.
Okay, how far is it from the club to my house?
From where you are, you could get to some place that you know.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I should probably feed before I go home and go to bed.
So you grab an Uber and the guy is a little weird when you tell him that you want to head to the local racetrack. But you're paying him and the money's good, so he doesn't ask too many questions.
I'm gonna give him an extra big tip for being such a good guy.
You mean drain him? No.
When you get to the track, you go around to the back. You've done this hundreds of times. You knock on the door to the security guard. And after the third time you knock, Harold answers. You are beyond sure that this old man is a ghoul, but you don't know whose. He takes you down into the stables and he gestures and he says, I gave you a call when they came in. I knew you were trying to see what championship thoroughbreds like this would be like. So you could take your pick. He meanders off kind of to the end of the stable. You have your choice of 3 entirely separate professional racehorses. So the question is, how much do you want to drink?
I don't want to drain any of them, but I'm probably pretty hungry.
So you're at a 2. You can come all the way down to a 1, and that's as far as you can go. In order to get to a 0, you have to kill some 1.
Okay.
Animals don't count.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a single pool.
So
They should be close enough together to be cleavable, or whatever your AoEs are.
can I get down to a 1 without killing one of the animals, or?
Oh, easily. Horses
Okay,
are
yeah.
large. Horses are
I
large
mean-
enough that it's not exactly the cleanest or least messy way of feeding ever, but they are not. Once you've actually got your fangs in,
Mm-hmm.
it is perhaps not as euphoric as it is for
Russian
humans,
leftish.
but they certainly don't seem to mind.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
You feed your humanity safe, and you are able to head home.
Okay.
So, Idaho.
Mm.
You head back to your apartment you share with Kai. She's not there.
Well, I'm also
Covered in
Shit.
blood.
well, yeah, that too, but whatever. Damn, we don't have the van. We just have the car. Well, I guess I'm taking a chance on sleeping in the same place. Okay, so
I'm gonna
Kai's
go to
not there.
Romano's room. Go. Sorry. Your turn. Sorry. I always misspoke.
So, you are going to risk your bane. You settle down. Final thoughts.
I mean, I'll clean up if I have the opportunity, and then I'll settle down. I mean, I'm kind of curious about the absence of Kai, but not curious enough to do anything about it.
Well, you know that Kai was over across the hall in the other apartment with Lane
I mean,
and Ruby.
well, before we go to sleep, I guess I'll just kind of check on everybody, right? Just kind of peek in. I mean, to be frank, since Al got back before we did, if everything seems cool, I'm just going to assume that it's all cool.
Yeah, I mean, there doesn't appear to be any alarm or anything like that.
All right. Well, unless somebody raises an alarm, I'm just going to clean up best as I can, and then go to sleep.
Okay. Vic, you are significantly less messy than Idaho, but
That's Romano's clothes anyway.
so you get home, you head back to your apartment.
I'm actually gonna check out Romano's. If he hasn't been hanging out over here, that doesn't seem like I'm gonna run into him.
I think
So
we've got enough range GPS to leave Mazis on the huntsman.
Okay. So
And
when
not
you
wait
go
for running across the
to
floor time.
Romano's apartment, the door is still locked. So in order to get in, you're going to have to break in.
at this point, that's fine.
When you break in, you know, having done several in your life,
Big heels, because they don't have any stuns on them.
what a B&E looks like. This place is tossed. Tables are flipped.
Oh, this sucks.
Bed's been cut open. Somebody was here looking for something.
I don't know what he would have had, but I'll look for at least some clothes that I can wear. Still haven't found anything my size yet.
So, you find a couple things. They're not great. You find a pair of shoes that you left over there that are your size. So that's at least more comfortable. So, do you stay there? Do you crash out in his apartment? Or do you head back to the apartment that you were sharing with Andrea?
I'll stay here to see what happens if anyone shows up.
Okay.
I'll let Andrea know. That way she, not wondering, but
final thoughts for the evening?
I'm kind of antsy. Kind of can't wait to get back into that club and start really breaking some stuff down.
He wants to wreck it.
Oh yeah, it was so hard to not do it tonight. Like I wanted to go in there and just start
Wreck it, Ralph.
wrecking stuff, but also knew I had to restrain for tonight. So just waiting, and then yeah, maybe we can get some firearms or something between now and then.
So it's more of like a night of investigating for the most part.
We found out some good stuff.
Yeah.
Alice, on your way into the apartments, Andrea stops you. She's been away in the lobby. Can I talk to you for a second?
Sure, what's up?
She goes, have you talked to your girl about what's going on with her?
What do you mean?
She says, do you remember how it was when you got turned? How confusing everything was?
Well, yeah, no shit. This whole situation is confusing for everybody. I mean, I can try my best to help her out, but...
She goes, have you told her how to heal? Because she's still walking around looking like toast.
I guess it wasn't high on the priority list, but thanks for bringing it to my attention.
She goes, I'm not trying to piss you off here, but she's going to draw attention looking like she does.
I get that. Now that you have brought that to my attention, I will take care of it shortly. And I excuse myself.
When you get to Lane's, it looks like a slumber party. Lane is in a crop top and booty shorts. Kai is wearing a tank top and pajama pants and a Philadelphia Phillies cap.
Sports.
And Ruby is in a giant black and white striped onesie.
She's still a prisoner.
When Ruby sees you, she jumps up and throws her arms around you.
There's my girl. How was your night?
The other two giggle and say, Lane says, well, Ruby wants to stay up. She thinks that she can try to figure something out about the club tomorrow.
I could allow that, but we've got to work on something first.
Ruby hugs you tight and says, can we do it tomorrow?
Well, if you want to be able to go out and explore and check these things out for yourself, we need to help you look a little less conspicuous and maybe feel a little prettier in the process.
She goes, okay. How does this work? So,
Just think happy thoughts.
The pixie dust. A little pixie dust.
Now, normally, you know that it is a simple matter of literally willing the blood
Right.
to fill in the gaps. Broke bone breaks, you will your blood to fix it.
Right.
It's, you just will the blood into the hole.
Yep.
This is going to be something different because you're going to have to tell her that she needs to will the blood to fix the physical damage on her skin.
Mm-hmm.
It's not something as simple as patching a hole. It's a rather large ordeal.
So how do I help her through this?
So,
Start with one area, like the face.
so that is you can do that in a more realistic fashion. She is currently suffering from basically 3 points of aggravated damage. It doesn't act like aggravated damage because it was basically carried over, so that's basically the way that her body treats it.
Okay.
But it is the effectively that if she wants to fix it, then she's going to have to roll 3 rouse checks, and she can only do 1 point a night.
Okay.
So if you want to fix it, if you want her to fix it, you need to roll 3 rouse checks.
Okie dokie.
Okay. So she is. You watch as the creases and lines in her face, they don't entirely smooth out, but it becomes much less noticeable. Her hands almost look normal. But looking down at her feet, poking out of the onesie, they look exactly the same. But you also hear her stomach rumble. She tells you, I'm not going out. I don't want something bad to happen. I'm going to stay here.
I think that's a good idea. And we can keep working on this healing process. We'll get you there.
She pulls you to the bed and curls up with you. Final thoughts, Alice.
This point I'm guessing I'm tired and I've fed, but it's probably time to just chill out from thinking about the time frame you gave us.
Noel, you've drank, you've fed, you get the Uber, and it takes you back to your row house. As you walk through your house and head into your haven, you can hear the skittering behind the walls of the entity that you share this helm with. Tonight, you have made 3 new allies in your fight against the Ivory Tower. As the sun pulls you down, what are your final thoughts on this night?
Well, it seems like the fight against the Ivory Tower is going to be a little bit easier. Still going to have to make sure that I can trust these people, but they seem trustworthy, and I think it's going to be good to have them as allies.
With that, the sun rises over Philadelphia. Kindred eyes closed. And with that, we conclude our session and this 30th anniversary. But this chronicle is nowhere near over.
Oh no.
See you all next Monday.
Yes.
Awesome.
So thanks everybody for joining us. And thanks especially shout out to the Dark Wolf who subbed 5 tier 1 community gift subs. Thank you.
Yes.
It's my homeboy John. I love him to death. And just thank you to our new member, to our new Nosferatu, Miriam. I'm so glad we do have a Nos in the group because I really was thinking of doing that one, and then I thought, well, I'm fucked up enough in the head, I better play the Malk. It just, feels natural. So but yes, it's been a pleasure playing with you guys tonight. And now we have to wait 7 more days.
And we should have Martha back next week. So next
Yes,
week,
hopefully.
Group.
Yes, we were very sad to not have Martha with us tonight. We're thinking of you. We love you. But yeah, thanks everybody for joining us on the playground tonight. I look forward to getting my ass to streaming more throughout the week. So look forward to that. And everybody have a great night. So
Happy
bye. Happy
Fourth.
4th weekend, as it were.
Good night.
Bye, guys. Yeet.